Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another brand new reaction video. Today's reaction video we're going to be reacting to is the Gambler. This one will pretty much be once again about the Nick. So, again, this is going to be my main favorite. That's going to start on with the past. But yeah, I'm probably going to discover about what Nick was going to do in his lifetime, even though that Nick and Francis still remain to be my two favorites. But the only obvious choice I'd still remain to pick is either pick Nick. Because the reason why I'd say Nick I would rather pick with is because I think he's pretty interesting. A bit of an interesting con man, and a little bit of some interesting movements of him, and then just like tries to be all a little bit tough, and then tries to be a bit nicer a little bit exactly beforehand. Which I'd say that Nick is actually pretty good. Which I mean, again, I have different taste in some characters. I would have to agree or disagree at some points, but hey, I mean, it's just my speech of talking about it. So that's just what I'd say. Which we're going to just get to the point right now that we're just going to get to the point of this reaction is right here, is right there on what it says on the title. And also, if you guys are kind of noticing with the lights, oh yeah, it's Christmas time, everybody. Which I am saying that in the last video, which if anybody did or didn't get that, then yes, it's still going to be Christmas. So, anyway, this, by the way, I actually am going to be changed my name to is, wait for it, drum roll time. It is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. That's right, I'm going to be definitely be saying that. Most likely in every reaction. And then in every gaming. Which, like I said again, hopefully just doesn't like make too many big things in the title. Which, like I said again, I can instantly still change that whenever I could be feeling free to do it. But it's going to be pretty tricky. So, without that being said, I have to say most likely that there is going to be a new change with my name being changed to Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, which, I might show you guys the two pictures that is between. That's probably like, that I still can and will shapeshift to most likely of myself as human, which more likely as my perspective OC. That just remember, everybody, again, the OC has never been changed. It's only been changed by me with the recolor, exactly by recoloring, or just like, with the color exactly, with red or yellow. So just remember, guys, when I say it's just final, then it's just final, because I just can't change the name again, because all I'm going to say here is that I just can't change the name, because the reason why I can't do that is because when I say it's been chosen or it's been picked, it is actually an official. Okay? So just remember, when I say it's an official, then I mean it is an official. No screw ups. That's just what I'm saying for real. Now, let's get on with the point of this reaction now. And this, by the way, man, I have not have reacted to some Left 4 Dead 2 SFM stuff, which I might get a little bit used to reacting that stuff for a bit. Which, I mean, after all, I actually am a little close to reach to it exactly after Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Similar Revisited is kind of done. And then that's when I'll hop on in and do the Left 4 Dead 2, which I might do it for once, which I finally will get to play that game. So, hell yeah, man. That's finally what I'll say. But for now, for all the entertainment and all the blah 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 blah, is I hope that you guys enjoy this reaction. So remember, please be sure to subscribe to the original person, the original creator, support the original video, so that way that you guys will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And with that being said, like always, well, I'm gonna react to this just right now that I am once again, I'm not Devin-Foxy Remastered. I am called Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. That's probably going to be the official that I said it already, and it's 100% done. So anyway, just call me Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. Just for now. Exactly. Just call me that by that name for now, and that will probably be for it. So remember, as like always, hope that you guys enjoy the reaction. So, Let's go. In three, two, one, and here we go. Let's do this. There's my Nick right there. That is definitely my favorite. Exactly. And also, by the way, as like I said again, remember, it's only about like saying is about like with the way how there's going to be some bit of depression for a bit. Just like letting you guys know is if anybody has been through that, like trust me, there's like so many things that might be going on with that and stuff. So yeah, even hell, I probably might even gone with the phase, which seriously, I've always just just do my own time whenever I feel depressed or whatever, that I just would want some me time, reflect, and whatever. But like I said again, pretty much this is for older audience. Just want to let everybody else know that this is for older audience, not for children. Thank you. And I just really want to point that out for everybody for a full understanding of this for the Left 4 Dead 2 SFM stuff is that it's only for blood, gore, and violence. That's it. Thank you. And if anybody's not older enough to watch it, then go on and watch my other videos that isn't blood and gore, which some of them may, and some of them will may not. You may never know. But for now, let's just continue on with this reaction, what we got here. And also, never try this at home, by the way. Just never try it at home right there. See? What you guys are about to see right there, that comes from right there, what he's holding. Seriously, don't try this at home. Really, just don't. Thank you. Yep, here we go. See? That's what I'm saying right there. Uh-oh. Please, Nick, do not do that.
Enough is enough, Nick. Next time, I'll take your life as payment. You get me?
Oh, dang. Well, that was harsh. Holy crud. That was actually pretty harsh right there. Who knew that Nick was still a con man? Which, of course, that he still remains to be the con man, but I kind of did feel bad for Nick since, like, he probably shouldn't have been treated a bit horribly at that one since, like, god dang, dude. Like, that's crazy. Like, I would kind of feel pretty bad for this man. Literally would feel bad for that man. Exactly for that. Which, I mean, at least I could say for which, like, one of them is, like, team captain. Like, the only obvious way I could say who would be team captain for pretty much from the first group, either be Nick, Coach, Rigel, and then Ellis. Whoever would be the main captain is obviously Nick. Because, I mean, the reason why I'd say Nick would rather been a team captain is because I'd say I like Nick better because I like his leading skills, the way how he pretty much gets with everyone else and tries to like kill every zombie from every side of the way and kills them and tries to get to the main part of the door and be safe over there while heading to the next. And I think it just gets really interesting with the fact how awesome that is from Nick. And then from the other side of group 2, that is probably Bill, Francis, Lewis, and Zoe. Well, who can I say who would be another team captain from the second one? Well, I kind of did think that it was like, I think it was kind of more like Francis. Yeah, Francis. I think that Nick and Francis are both good leading teams. Seriously, they both really are good leading groups. Which I, to be very frankly honest, is that, well, if Nick is around, then hey, I would rather like Nick and pretty much be on his side. But if Nick isn't there, then I would say hell yeah for Francis. Which, that's probably two picks I would rather pick for that. So, especially, I could really agree for most of it. So, that being said, guys, let's continue on what we got still. But dang. Well, I wonder who's at the door this time. Oh god. Really, Nick? Don't even do that, man. Come on. Well, yep, it's a zombie. I can definitely tell for the fact that, well, yeah, it was kind of more of a zombie out there, actually. If anybody does or doesn't know, actually, that there was a zombie at the door that just keeps on pounding, pounding, and pounding for the door for no reason. Like, man, Nick would have done something to kill that out there while he pretty much is dealing with it. But hey, I mean, I kind of would side with Nick for a bit and just say how it's kind of a bit depressing for a little bit for afterwards. I mean, there is probably some nostalgic a little bit about his backstory that he pretty much used to be like a gambler or something, or maybe just laments to be a bit of a con man or something. But still, all I gotta say that Nick probably shouldn't be suffering for all that. Which I mean, I'll still say that I kind of would feel bad for that dude for having a little bit of a suffering reason for that. Which, yeah, it pretty much feels a shame about it. So, like otherwise, continue this. All right, Nick, go ahead and kick the guy's ass at the door. Oh, here we go. Okay! Nice! Uh-oh. Come on, Nick, hurry! Oh, God! Yes, let's go! Ha! Finally killed him! Yes! Finally, Nick finally killed the zombie. Which I would have almost gotten pretty worried for him being killed by one of that infected zombie right there. Which, thank God Nick finally did something. He finally did something about it, which is perfect. Oh no! There's so many of them down there. Which of course that there's so many of them. Like, bruh, that's just like the most likely I've seen how impossible that is. Like, no way were there more of them down there. Which, that's insane. Oh, damn!
You get me.
There's nothing even good to right there. Nice. Definitely subscribe to this man right here. Absolutely hit subscribe. Nice. At least Nick finally got something good coming from that. Which he finally did, for once. So anyway, folks, all I gotta say from this is that, wow, Nick really actually did pretty well from his time of the story, which, yeah, I did kind of feel bad for Nick somehow with, like, the whole tragic backstory from him, which went pretty a little shame, actually, from him, which he could have, like, probably would have, like, been absolutely careful in the story exactly between the fact with, however, that Nick would have instantly would have, like, been more lucky to win, like, the whole jackpot thing, but so far, he kind of did somewhere okay with the fact that, well, there could be many rules for him to win or not to win, which, to be fairly honest with it, it's just that, yeah, Nick could have been more careful with that one. He could have been seriously careful with that. And then the fact, I have to say, at least the boss actually deserved finally getting killed by the infected, which, seriously, Nick could have really would have done so much better, which he did already, and I'm like, huh, something finally came somewhere in the end, and it finally actually worked. Like, man, karma really throws it right back in the face. Which, seriously, that was called karma right in the face. Which, I would really be saying so, otherwise, but at best. which I gotta say, I give this video from Nick apparently to be a little bit more likely 8 to 10, I think. Maybe like 8 to 10 of this video, I think, just to be a little bit on the possibility of it. So, yeah, at least Nick was doing pretty well with this one, and I think that I will actually be more fairly honest to agree is that, man, he did pretty well in some points of the time with that. Which, yeah, I think it kind of went pretty better as I expected, but until there were like two zombies coming at the door, I was like, there's no way that there were two zombies coming right at that door. And I'm like, man, I thought something was going to scare me for a minute. And I'm like, wait, was it just really going to happen? Or is it just me saying it's like, there was like no freaking instance way for how that was going to happen? Like, I thought it was going to be some tall two zombies that were barging that door open. But unfortunately, there were some crawlers. And I'm like, jeez, bro. I'm like, jeez. I never noticed that, but it just till then I freaking noticed. Which, that really makes sense. I mean, I'm glad for Nick shooting one of the zombies in the head, but the only one that was about to kill him anyway was that one zombie that was that close. And I'm like, oh god. Like, oh no. Like, oh boy. Like, that was not gonna look good for Nick. Was really not going to look good for him. But at least he was pretty alright to survive that one without getting bit. Which apparently he did survive that, so I kind of will give him points for that. And oh boy, like seriously, if you guys would have noticed that right there was just nuts. It was really nuts. And without that being said, folks, I once again am Golden, Devin-Foxy, Remastered, everybody. Thank you all very much for enjoying this reaction. And without that being said, I will catch you guys in the next reaction and then probably in the next video or so. And I'll probably be mentioning about Christmas and then 2024 of how good the year was, how bad it was the year, or whatever it was. Like, I'll probably make my different points about it or just say what I'm going to say about it. So, yeah, I might as well think about it some point of the time, whatever I will get the time to say how it's going to be right at this time. So yeah, that's just what I might have to say right now. So if you guys enjoy this, like as always, is like and comment and subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. And yeah, so here's what I would say what would probably be going on from here is that, well, I might just make my discussion and make my decision and just see where that goes and just see how I might actually make the only benefit of the choice of seeing is like, just going from all the way back from January all the way back down to like December, from like how long it got to there, which I've always been talking about most of that all the time. So with that being said, guys, I hope to say this is I hope that you guys enjoy the year of 2024, which we can all finally expect that 2025 might actually be a better year, which I could say it's going to get good, which I hope it could be, which I will actually make my discussion towards it. So hopefully to say I be damned to say hopefully it'll be better in the year, so I would say at the least. Anyway, so here's what I'd say about like me mentioning about 2025, which it's gonna pretty much be a close one, which who knows? I might be mentioning it for New Year's, which whatever's gonna happen, which I really don't know. So we're gonna probably have to wait and see. And as in for the meantime, is I hope that you guys enjoy this reaction. And I do say this is thank you all very much for watching, and most likely thank you for enjoying this reaction. And even though it got in a pretty bit of an impressive story with the whole storyline of Nick's tragedy story, which that's kind of what I would say for now. But anyways, again, yeah. Like, there's like two ways to pretty much like get out of the impression thing exactly with not the impression thing, I mean like depression, which I meant to say that. Which I meant to say was depression. Which whoops my language. But all I can say exactly is either one, seriously, I mean, never put that right up into the head. And also, that's probably one of it. And then two is probably like figure something else out without doing that. So, yeah, I mean, if it's going to go through a hard time, then I will say that we've all been there. So, blah, 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 blah. Like it's just like many times in a row. So yada yada yada, blah 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 and stuff. So that's just all I can say from here. And thank you guys again for watching this reaction of by yours truly. Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered has now been official and then finally is on the way. So remember, when I say it's final, then it's final. There will be no names to be changed, nothing. So remember, names are not going to be changed as for long as for now. So remember, they're not going to be changed. It remains to stay permanent. It'll actually be switched back if it's ever going to be Devin-Foxy Remastered again, or it remains continuing to be with a Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered at the point. So yeah, that's just pretty much. So I really want to say that and give everybody's a little bit of heads up on that. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next time. And then in the next video. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you, and I'll see you guys again next time. And don't forget, I will actually be talking about the Left 4 Dead 2 whenever I get to the chance of mentioning about in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator that I might actually be coming towards to mention that. And yeah, that's what I will probably be mentioning about. So if I were myself already, then yes, I will definitely be mentioning that, whatever part it's going to be for now. So for now, guys, thank you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye, everybody. Signing out. Golden Devin Foxy will catch you in the next video. And then apparently, maybe, just maybe, another reaction video. Like I said, thank you. Have a good day. Peace on out. See you later.